How many hours should you test your discipline? Because let's say I can be like, yeah, I've got discipline just for today. That's less than 24 hours. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to my crib. I want to show you guys something super cool. I'm joking. We're not going to be doing that. Today we're going to be speaking about what you need to do in order of you to be able to put those hours, those long committed hours to start seeing success in the markets. So far, with the first question that I've got for you, how many hours do you think is needed in order of you to be able to excel in the markets? Do you think you need 10 hours, 100 hours, 1,000 hours, 10,000 hours, or do you think you need over 100,000 hours? That is the question that I've got for you. Just comment below. I want to see before I actually break down what I think. What I've learned in the past few years is that one of the wisest men out there was like, for you to be able to succeed in a skill, whatever skill it is, you need at least 10,000 hours. So they're like, it is the minimum for you to become a master, not even to say to become a master in that specific profession or a skill. You need at least 10,000 hours. So then I sat down and then I started calculating on how many hours is 10,000 hours, how many months is it, how many years is it. Then I started seeing that, okay, no, if this master is saying that for you to become a master you need all these many hours, why does someone out there just come in the markets, maybe buy signals or buy a course, and expect for, like, you know, a day, 2 days for them to be able to make it through? Who is it unfair for? Is it themselves, or is it unfair to the other person, which is their guidance, the person that's going to be helping them? Then I started looking down and I started seeing also on myself, there's a lot of businesses and there's a lot of things that I'm involved in. I started breaking it down in terms of, for me to start seeing real success in some of these businesses, because others failed, others won. What are the methods that I actually used? I noticed that there's what we call the law of affection. So what that law is, like, literally being able to put down some of the specific things that are required of you to make it through. So there can be laws of things. Laws is like literally just the practical ways of doing things. The law could be, you need to be disciplined, you need to have all the right steps, you need to make sure that you are learning that, you need to make sure this and that, like all these many things. But the most important thing that you should be looking more at is not about, like, you know, yes, the laws play a major part, but what about the hours? Like, let's say, yes, I can say that have discipline. How many hours should you test your discipline? Because let's say I can be like, yeah, I've got discipline just for today. That's less than 24 hours. Or I have discipline just for a few hours in the markets, but is it required of me to have discipline for 1,000 hours, for 10,000 hours, for 100,000 hours? The more time that you put into something, whatever it is, it's gonna grow. Like, one thing that I learned was that where attention goes, energy grows, and as well results start to show. So remember this, I even said this 5 years ago in one of my YouTube videos. I was like, guys, remember, where attention goes, energy flows, and at the end results start to show. So what I'm trying to say here is that whether you put in 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours, the most important thing that you need to start looking at now is, how attentive are you to that specific thing? Are you learning the right things? What are you more focused on? Find out that the 10,000 hours you are looking at strategy, you're learning about strategy, on which maybe now you need to put in 1,000 hours on strategy, 1,000 hours on risk management, 5,000 hours on psychology, 4,000 hours on the mentality. You understand that now you are being able to break this down into different segments of those hours. And maybe if you want to become a master, maybe in just like risk management, it might require you to have 10,000 hours on just risk management. If you want to become a master on something else, it might require all those hours. Remember, I did say that, comment below. I want to see what you guys are thinking, but it's just me sitting and thinking to myself, what actually would be required of someone out there to start seeing results that they want in the markets. I know that for me, it took me a few more. I wouldn't be specific in terms of years, I mean in terms of hours, because it took me maybe a year, and within that year, like, you know, maybe for the first few months, because I was going to school, it was tough, but I eventually dropped out of school and I spent literally in 24 hours, I would learn the markets for like 18 hours, sometimes 16 hours. So that's how many hours that I put in a day. So maybe someone like you, you'd be looking at the markets for 2 hours a day, or sometimes 2 hours a week, and obviously the results are not going to be the same. You can't expect to be where someone has been putting in 3 months of hard work consistently. You can't want to be there putting only 2 hours of work, like maybe in a week or just a day, and not even consistently, like now and then. When the market is, when you're seeing something working, you want to go in and, you know, all those things. But it was just me thinking, and hopefully this video is going to be helping out you watching on the other side. Remember, guys, if you found value from this video and you believe that, like, you know, you need maybe 3 months, maybe 10,000 hours, maybe 5 hours, just comment below. I want to see all of those responses. And make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell as always, and I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. It's your boy Lesiba Mothupi. Thank you so much. I'll make sure that I leave the link in the description.